Hi there everyone and welcome on my weekly astrology forecast where I'm going to give you some tips and guidance about how to the best use your planetary energy, how they will likely affect us, our moods, and how to use them the best into your advantage. So let's start. 12th of April on Tuesday, we will have Jupiter conjunct Neptune. Jupiter, it's our belief system. It's where we want to expand our horizons. It's a higher education. It's our philosophy for the life. It's the knowledge. Then meeting Jupiter, it's about our religion, about merging with the others. It's about losing the boundaries of our ego. So it's more with the compassion. It's more about idealism. There are some signs which might feel very good under this aspect, and there are some signs which there are some red flags about the things what they shouldn't do. And I'm going to go typically over the signs which might feel much better connection with this aspect, and also I will try to tell which signs might have a more challenging aspect of this aspect. So let's start with Pisces, because all this happened in Pisces. So Pisces, especially born between 11th and 14th of March, they are under the Neptune aspects for a while. So it's likely for the whole year. And this is the aspect where there is much more idealism in us, but where might be some confusion about who we really are. There might be some disintegration of ego. We might really be lost, or we might feel like we might be much more intuitive, much more empathic, if Pisces can be even more empathic than they are right now. But it's all about the higher idealism and about believing in something more than us. So the bright part of this aspect, of course, it's just belief. It's about being much more idealistic and about special connection with other people, with the artistic abilities. So while Pisceans have generally some artistic abilities, here the artist can have really a great source of inspiration. And I'm talking about this Neptune, which generally affects the Pisces born between 11 and 14 March. Generally whole year, but right now with this Jupiter coming during these 2 weeks, we can feel it even stronger. So here the compassion, meditation, connection with water, being helpful for the others, believing in our intuition, expand our horizon, that's a good idea. What is the bad idea? It's doing some drugs and alcohol. We can easily overdose, because this is the aspect which is connect one, I want to expand my horizon, and other, I believe everything is just great. This aspect, it's really not about practicality, so we really might lose some views on it. So it's also being prudent about the finances. It's good during this aspect, and also not believe to everyone, because like I said, that can be some kind of a deception. So that's what the Pisces should pay attention to. Now, who this aspect, it's really good. It's so first, this aspect of sextile, it's doing for the Taurus, especially those born between 10th and 14th of May, and also for the Capricorn, born between 10th and 14th of January. So for those signs, they can have some kind of opportunities during this time, opportunities to bring some more idealistic approach and some kind of working with the others, maybe some charity coming, maybe if they need some help, the help can easily come from the others, or they can be a great source of help and some kind of approach, because those both Taurus and Capricorn are generally earth signs. Here the approach might be a little bit more altruistic, more with emotions, and it can explore a little bit of intangible nature in you. So that's a good opportunity. It's more like opportunity which you can take, you can go into, but you don't must to do it. So then and also it might bring some general inspiration. What signs are really good in with this aspect here? It's Cancer and sign of Scorpio, especially those born Cancer between 12th and 16th of July, and Scorpio born between 12th and 16th of July. So this aspect can bring you really a big inspiration if you are artist. It can bring you feeling of special connectedness, but also feeling being lucky, believing in yourself. You can easily be at the good time and the good moment, and you can have this coincidence in your life which just bring you the happiness. Generally the flow goes easily, and you can be highly romantic and idealistic during this time. All travel and connection with the other cultures, the other language can be should be eventful and bring some opportunities to you. Then the signs which should pay more attention into this aspect. First, Virgo, born between 13th and the 16th of September. So Virgo, all this year, especially born with 14th and 15th September, they have this opposition of Neptune into their sun. So there might be some feeling of being, some feeling of deception, of being used by someone, or someone might lie to you. You might find yourself in some toxic relationships. Generally, deception or feeling like someone didn't tell you the truth, like betrayed you, or some confusion will come from the others, from the situation which someone put you under this influence. So here you should really pay attention to do that, to other people, to environment. On the other side, Virgo, it's the sign really connected into practical matters, logic. Here you have the chance during this year explore a little bit more of the spiritual nature, and there might be a situation which you should rely a little bit more on your intuition and gut feelings that normally you would do. But generally, just be careful about the toxic people around you, about someone who might deceive you. So the other two signs which should have the red flag during this aspect are Gemini, born between 12th and 15th of June, and Sagittarius, born between 12th and 16th of December. What about you guys? Here, this aspect might really feel like I can do whatever. So generally, the Sagittarius have a very strong conviction that they are right about something. They might have, the Sagittarius generally likes, this kind of strange theories. They might easily believe in some theories. So this is the guys, you might be careful about what you believe in and what you say, because sometimes you might become pass for someone with very strong conviction but based on nothing. So you might be wrong during this time. But also it might happen that you believe so much in something that you might end up in some kind of cult. You might be easily deceived or tricked by others, but also you might feel like you are a little bit over the law. So you might deceive some people, or you might act not totally honest, and that might bring you some kind of, even lawsuits. So that's really important, especially during these 2 weeks, not be overconfident, that might also cause some hazardous action, take a risk, especially with the other cultures. On the travel, you might pay extra careful because you can be easily tricked by other people, and try to be honest, try not overdo it, because you might also believe that you can take this kind of altering consciousness drugs or stuff like that, and you might just overdo the things. The good thing is about connect, more about the meditation, connect, helping others, taking action where you can help others, feel more close with the others, or some artistic things. But generally, all when it's a little bit too much, and the things you just do because you strongly believe, those things might put you a little bit into trouble, because you might have not clear view of the situation right now. So especially financially, just be careful, and don't believe any guru which you meet on your road. Just don't fully believe, you can still, because you will probably feel this exciting energy to explore, to go toward some things. It's just about, keep in mind that the things which you see and the people you meet might not be 100% how you see them during this time. So that's it for that aspect. Like I said, it's on Tuesday, but you probably feel it already right now, and we might feel it later. Other signs will also feel it, but not that strongly. We are often affected by the things around us, but those signs typically, which what I said, especially with the dates, they feel generally this Neptune influence during whole year, and especially during these 2 weeks when Jupiter join, the influence will be even stronger. So I felt like I really need to explain it. It's one of the most important aspect transit during this whole year. On 13th, on Thursday, Mars will go into the Pisces, and this is where our energy, our main energy, focus, assertion will slow down a little bit. So for the last little bit more than 2 months, Mars was traveling through the signs which were more about ambition, about long-term reaching goals, about structures, about put our efforts into some more tangible products, more tangible projects. We might feel sometimes overwhelmed, or we might have a lot of work, or sometimes we might feel like we are too much restricted. And here, this energy will just have totally different flow. Going into the sign of Pisces, Mars gets a little bit of mellow quality. So we might find ourselves one day really energetic to do the things, and another day we just want to lie down all day on the couch and doing nothing. This is where we really feel good at home, watching TV, Netflix, for example, and this is where we are more our goals are more toward helping others, fighting for the people who are less privileged. We might also find some good expression in arts which require the move, but it's like kind of, for example, Tai Chi, when we work with the energy but also with our body. We might find some pleasure in some activities like, for example, artistic dance, where we move, but it's more about moving with some rhythm, with some artistic quality with the music, for example, and just do things about that. So generally, for more project, for being more ambitious, that might be a little bit more difficult. But on the other side, we become much more flexible. And generally, Pisces Sun, it's about the completion and replenish energy. So when we can, it's good to just do the things which we feel happy, which light up us inside, which gives us the feeling of something more than work. And if we have important project to finish, every time we feel motivated, we just try to do as much as possible, because we never know if we are going to have this motivation for a long time, because in the Pisces everything is just swimming, and we are just rather go with the flow than fight for something. And then the 16th, so on Saturday, we have a full moon. Full moon, it's going to be in a sign of Libra. So this is a very, very bright full moon, and it's ruled by Venus. Venus is in Pisces, so there's again a lot of this Pisces energy. So it's all about the relationship. So like last week I said, we will be more focused and willing to work into our romantic relation. Here this week also brings a lot of pleasure, sensual oriented, idealism, and now this full moon also bring the relationship, the working with more approach about the cooperation, about how we can do to feel both better. And it's more diplomatic approach. It's more about sharing the things, togetherness and closeness. So that's the good time for relationship, and being just with the people who are close for us. On Sunday we have Mercury sextile Venus, and that's the aspect where it's about so our communication meets Venus, which it's opportunities to express the beauty. It's express the things which gives us pleasure. It's a very good, for example, for writing, for poetry, for generally for writers, for the people who try to say the words in the diplomatic but pretty manner. So we might find ourselves, if you write some article, if we need to write something, it's a good day about writing the things, because the way how we write the things, it's just going more easy, and we might find more better words for the things. We might find more peace in the conversation with the people. We might talk about the relationships, about the things, the beauty around us, about the harmony. So generally all this week with this last aspect, it's good about relationship, about the things which we do in common, and about the harmony, and doing the things together and with some idealistic approach. So that's it for this week. I wish you a very great week, and see you next week.